Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life, crushed by challenges and difficulties? Do you yearn for inner strength, a resilient spirit to overcome all adversity? And what if I told you that there is a way not only to get through these challenges, but to turn them into a springboard for remarkable growth? Today, we will immerse ourselves in the wisdom of Seneca, an ancient Roman philosopher who mastered the art of finding peace in a turbulent world. His teachings on Stoicism are not just abstract theories, but practical strategies that have inspired countless leaders, thinkers, and exceptional individuals throughout the centuries. And today, they can empower you too. By the end of this video, you will have in your hands a powerful toolkit, Stoic principles that help you cultivate a resilient mindset, master your emotions, and control your reactions to life's storms. Let's explore how these ancient secrets can be applied to modern life, helping you live more peacefully and with greater focus. If you find value in what we share and wish to support the channel, a simple and entirely free action I would like you to take is to click the subscribe button. This will help us continue bringing you quality videos like this one. And finally, I encourage you to watch this video until the end. If you are here, you are already different from the majority. You are someone who recognizes the value of deep exploration. Be proud of that. See yourself as an exception. Lesson 1. Avoiding the victim mentality. Avoiding the victim mentality is a crucial step towards building a stronger and more resilient life. Instead of allowing challenges to define us, we should learn to embrace them as voluntary trials to strengthen ourselves. Another example that Seneca suggests we consider is how we respond to criticism. Rather than feeling offended or hurt, we should view it as an opportunity to reflect and improve ourselves. Seneca once said, "Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so." This idea reminds us that the nature of events is not the issue, but rather how we perceive and evaluate them. When we fall into the trap of feeling like victims of criticism, we inadvertently give away control over our emotions to others. But if we shift our perspective and see criticism as a chance to identify weaknesses and improve, we not only maintain our autonomy, but also turn difficulties into motivation for growth. Imagine being heavily criticized in a meeting. The natural reaction is to feel attacked or hurt. However, instead of adopting a victim mindset, pause and ask yourself, is there any truth in these criticisms? What can I learn from this? How can I improve and become better after this situation? When we view criticism as a lesson rather than an attack, we become stronger and more proactive in building a successful and fulfilling life. Avoiding the victim mentality does not mean denying our own emotions or ignoring real injustices. Instead, it serves as a reminder to focus on what we can control, our own reactions. When we shift from asking, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What can I do to improve this situation?" we truly become the drivers of our own lives. This grants us the freedom and inner strength to face any challenges that life may throw at us. Lesson 2. Imagining the worst-case scenarios. Seneca advised us to confront our fears by imagining the worst-case scenarios. This exercise, which he called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, involves clearly visualizing potential negative outcomes instead of being vaguely worried. Seneca encourages us to think explicitly about the worst that could happen and mentally prepare to face it. By doing so, not only can we alleviate anxiety, but we can also become more proactive in dealing with real challenges. Let's consider a specific situation. You are facing the possibility of losing your job. Instead of being overwhelmed by an undefined fear, take the time to vividly imagine the worst-case scenario. Picture yourself actually losing the job and confronting the consequences: financial insecurity, the embarrassment of explaining the situation to family and friends, and the anxiety of finding a new job in a competitive market. Once you have a clear image of what could happen, you will realize that no matter how difficult it seems, you can find solutions. You can plan to reduce expenses, seek alternative sources of income, or use the unemployment period to enhance your skills and expand your network. Most importantly, you will see that facing your fear is not as terrifying as allowing it to exist vaguely in your mind. Another example is dealing with the fear of losing a loved one. We often avoid thinking about this because it is too painful, but Seneca teaches that mentally preparing for loss not only helps us appreciate and cherish them more in the present, but also minimizes the shock if it actually happens. Imagine losing a close friend or a family member. The grief, emptiness, and sense of helplessness could overwhelm you. However, when you have mentally prepared for this, you will understand that, although the pain is inevitable, you can continue to live and remember them with gratitude instead of being consumed by sorrow. Seneca believed that by regularly practicing premeditatio malorum, we can develop a resilient mindset that prevents us from being defeated by any adversity in life. Lesson 3. Imagine life as a buffet. Seneca, with his profound wisdom, taught that life is a gift that we should enjoy selectively and mindfully, much like how we choose dishes at a buffet. Imagine life as a buffet. Countless options are laid out before us, ranging from tempting delicacies to dishes that may not seem as appealing. We have the freedom to choose whatever we want, but this freedom comes with the responsibility and self-discipline to make choices that suit our needs and capacities. Seneca advises us to select the experiences that we truly desire and need, instead of aimlessly trying to gather everything. For example, at a buffet, if we continuously pile our plate with everything without thinking, we might soon feel overly full, uncomfortable, and miss out on the opportunity to savor more refined and delicious dishes. Life is similar. If we constantly chase everything, whether it be material possessions, fame, or relationships and experiences that don't truly add value, we can easily end up feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and find life becoming empty. Seneca emphasizes that it is crucial to learn to control our desires and have a clear understanding of what truly brings us happiness. Instead of being swept away by superficial things, we should focus on what brings us peace, joy, and genuine fulfillment. Another example is when we are presented with a chance for career advancement. Many people are willing to seize any opportunity to gain power and wealth, much like trying to taste every dish at the buffet without considering its impact on their health. But if we pause, reflect, and ask ourselves, does this really bring me lasting satisfaction and happiness? We may realize that not every opportunity is worth pursuing. Like choosing dishes at the buffet, we should choose opportunities and experiences that align with our goals and values. This way, we can enjoy the banquet of life to the fullest, not by consuming as much as possible, but by savoring what is truly meaningful and fulfilling. Seneca believed that when we make deliberate choices, life becomes more pleasant and complete, helping us avoid burnout and regret over past decisions. Lesson 4. Taking time to reflect and self-examine. Seneca believed that life needs moments of quiet contemplation so that we can better understand ourselves, our actions, and whether those actions align with our values and life goals. According to Seneca, only when we dedicate time to reflection can we actively shape and direct our lives, instead of being swept away by the constant flow of worries and everyday concerns. Imagine a typical day. Busy work schedules, relationships, and numerous responsibilities that seem to leave us no time to pause and breathe. It is easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of life, continuously working and solving problems without ever stopping to ask, why am I doing this? Is this truly important to me? Seneca advises us to dedicate at least a small part of our day to reflect on what has transpired, to consider whether we are on the right path, and whether our decisions reflect our true values. A typical example of this teaching is to spend some time at the end of each day reflecting on what you have done. You can ask yourself, how did I treat others today? Did I act with honesty and kindness? Did I miss any opportunities to learn or help someone? These questions help you review your actions and make adjustments to become a better version of yourself each day. Try keeping a journal or writing down your thoughts to track your personal growth. This is not just about looking back, but also about recognizing what needs to change, what to keep, and what to further develop. Another example is when facing a major life decision, such as changing jobs or deciding to get married. Instead of making a hasty decision, take time to reflect on the motivations behind it. Are you doing this because of pressure from others, or because it truly suits you? Seneca teaches that reflection is not only a way to understand ourselves better, but also a means to live a more just and meaningful life. When we take time to reflect, we give ourselves the opportunity to step away from external distractions and truly connect with ourselves. It is in these moments of silence that we can find peace and direction for our lives, allowing us to live with greater purpose and depth. Lesson 5. Focusing on one activity at a time. Focusing on one activity at a time is a key principle in Stoic philosophy, emphasized by Seneca through the saying, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." In modern life, where we constantly try to multitask, this principle is often overlooked. Seneca reminds us that dedicating ourselves fully to a single task not only enhances our efficiency, but also brings mental balance. Instead of chasing after multitasking, which is often glorified by contemporary society, we should reconsider its drawbacks. When we try to do many things at once, our attention becomes scattered, leading to increased mistakes and decreased quality of work. A simple example is when you are writing a report while constantly checking your email or phone. Although you may think you are saving time, the reality is that each time you are distracted, your brain needs time to return to its original focus. This not only prolongs the completion time, but also affects the quality of the report. Instead, try dedicating a specific period to fully concentrate on writing the report, and then check your emails afterward. Marcus Aurelius, another respected Stoic philosopher, also supported this idea when he advised, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on the task at hand with seriousness, sincerity, and free yourself from all distractions." This focus not only helps us work more efficiently, but also trains our mind, enabling us to assess and solve problems more deeply. Instead of getting caught up in trying to accomplish many things, choose one task, do it as best as you can, and enjoy the true sense of completion. Lesson 6. Managing time effectively. Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This philosophy emphasizes the importance of managing time effectively in order to live a meaningful life. Seneca advises us to treat time as our most precious asset, as it cannot be reclaimed or replenished. Instead of letting trivial and unimportant tasks consume our time, we should learn to prioritize activities that truly bring value and significance. For example, think about a typical workday. We often start the day with a long to-do list, but end up getting distracted by insignificant tasks like browsing social media, constantly checking emails, or attending unnecessary meetings. Seneca teaches that we should proactively plan our time, dedicating it to the most important and meaningful goals. A simple way to implement this is to identify the 3 most important tasks you need to complete for the day and focus entirely on them before doing anything else. Seneca also highlights the importance of setting aside time for oneself to reflect and develop the mind. Instead of getting caught up in busy yet meaningless activities, we should cultivate the habit of spending time each day reading, journaling, or reflecting on what we have done. This is an opportunity to reassess our decisions, realign our goals, and organize our lives more effectively. By managing our time according to Seneca's teachings, we not only increase productivity, but also experience a deeper sense of meaning and satisfaction in every moment of life. Instead of letting time slip away meaninglessly, use it to invest in what truly matters, thereby building a fulfilling and valuable life. Thank you for watching. I hope these 6 Stoic lessons from Seneca have given you valuable insights on building mental toughness and navigating life's challenges with resilience and clarity. Remember, mastering your mind is a lifelong journey, but with the wisdom of Stoicism, you can cultivate a stronger, more focused mindset. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And let me know in the comments which Stoic principle resonated with you the most. Stay strong and keep striving for greatness. See you in the next video.